Yo, what's good? I'm Sydney Johnson, snowboard expert at Curated. Here at Curated, we help thousands of people find the right gear for them. We went to Powder Mountain in Utah to test some of the best boards from the best brands. After testing this gear, we put together our top 5 snowboards of 2023 for carving. Just so you know, we are not sponsored by any brand, so this review is completely unbiased. At number 5, we have the Never Summer Proto FR.
Never Summer claims that this is a free-ride twin snowboard. It is based off of their lead selling snowboard, the Never Summer Proto, and it features their triple camber technology. There's a great locked-in feeling. Triple camber kind of feels like camber to me. You can definitely kind of feel the rocker, making it smoother going from edge to edge, and you can really press into it at higher speeds. There are inserts definitely between the bindings that create a little bit of stiffness, but once you really begin to press into them, especially at higher speeds, it creates a nice locked-in feeling. In terms of tree riding, I took it in the woods. It was very sticky and this board handled great. It was very maneuverable. This board requires a little bit of effort. If you were a beginner, I would look in the right direction of the original Proto that they have in their line, or the Proto SL. I feel this board is a great one-stop shop. If you are transitioning, this is very much a intermediate to expert board. If you are looking to dabble a little bit more so towards expert, if you're riding on the East Coast or even like the Pacific Northwest where the conditions were questionable, this is kind of a great Swiss Army knife to kind of handle it all. And I don't think you'll be disappointed with this jack of all trades.
At number 4, we have the Ride Warpig.
The Ride Warpig, the smallest size, the weight range starts at 60 pounds all the way up to 220 plus pounds for their largest size. So it can really accommodate, the whole family. The Warpig features a tapered directional shape with a zero camber profile. With that wider platform and this scoop in this nose, that means when the snow's fresh, it's gonna float. With the zero camber, it is quick edge to edge. So when it gets a little bit tighter, you're still gonna be in control. You're still gonna feel comfortable. It's really predictable in the way it rides. There's not a lot of surprises here. Once you get it up on edge, it really holds a really nice, clean edge. Carve turns are so much fun. With how wide and stable it is, it just wants to go faster and faster.
This is something that for the more mature rider that just wants to have pure fun, but doesn't need to be hitting park features every single day. This thing is where it opens up and helps you see the rest of the mountain for the fun it is. I would definitely not recommend this for the beginner rider. It is very catchy at slow speeds. It does not want to be going on very flat terrain. It's the only time I've seen a problem out of this board, but that's not who it's built for. It's definitely for the more intermediate to advanced rider that just wants to have fun everywhere you go.
At number 3, we have the Jones Stratos.
Jones claims that this is a free ride snowboard that has the heart of a freestyle snowboard, and it definitely showcased that all over the mountain today. This was one of the smoother boards that I rode today, riding from edge to edge. It had a great locked-in feel while carving. Some of the tighter sections I rode today in trees and or ravines, this board held up to it and was very inviting in terms of play. I do think it's very versatile and you could size down for a more nimble experience, but the slashing experience of this snowboard, I feel it is much better to size this thing true to size and make sure that your feet and build fit this thing appropriately. Despite the contour base from Jones Snowboards, I would not recommend this as a first snowboard purchase coming off of rentals. This is a snowboard that, to truly reap the benefits of it, requires some higher speed and technical riding and movements. I would make this a second, probably third purchase, but advanced riders are going to have a blast on this thing. This is a snowboard that can be handled by intermediates, but I think that the rad shape and then the 7 out of 10 flex rating, I think advanced riders are really gonna feel at home on this. I could see this being my daily driver and being a one-stop shop to answer it all very well, early and often.
At number 2, we have the Lib Tech Dynamo.
Lib Tech claims this board as a resort ripping, backcountry shredding, free ride option in their line. It runs a C3 camber profile and is meant to deal with high speeds and tear up the whole mountain.
It is so sick. Definitely dug it. If you're a big mountain fanatic and you want that stability, whether it's steep, deep, or both, it's good.
So C3 is a camber profile where there is camber at the tip and tail and predominantly camber between the feet with a touch of rocker for float, but it definitely gives a classic stiff feeling when riding this snowboard that allows you to really apply pressure for weight and dive into those turns. It definitely fits the bill of a free ride snowboard. It has a slightly tapered shape, I didn't happen to feel too much of a difference when riding switch because of the camber profile. It really allowed me to press very hard into the edge and have a great locked-in feeling for carving at high speeds. I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend this for someone who's looking for low edge angle cruising. This is not a party board. I feel like it's a better feel for expert riders who are looking to charge at high speeds to ride in the backcountry. I think this board is very underrated in their line for anyone looking for a great free ride ripping snowboard.
And at number 1, the top board for carving in 2023 is the K2 Excavator.
K2 claims this to be a free riding snowboard meant for intermediate to advanced riders who are confident making deep turns on groomed terrain.
It really carved super hard. It powered out of turns really nice and went through like the choppy variable snow that we had really well.
I think one of my favorite things on this board was carving. It really locks you in and you definitely feel locked in right underneath your feet. And then it just kind of like soars you right out with that rocket launcher, the carbon forks on the tail.
I would recommend this board to an expert aggressive rider because it's definitely going to carve really hard, dig trenches. If you're going to be getting this board, I definitely wouldn't recommend like being this first board to pick if you're going to do park laps for the day. Definitely grab something else, but if you're riding anything else other than park, send it.
What do you think? Did your snowboard make the list? If you need help finding the right gear for you, make sure to go to curated.com. You'll be matched with an expert like me to receive free personalized advice. If you like this video, click like, leave a comment, and hit subscribe to see more content from Curated.